Well, I had a damn video, one more I was getting ready to put out just because I wanted to talk to you about how your favorite YouTubers pull you back in and bring you back in all the time, basically just by making it look like they're intelligent when they can't even figure out that they are fighting a robot. Um, like they'll draw these fancy lines and throw a Fibonacci retracement indicator up here, which 99% of individual retail investors don't know what that is, how to use it, whatever. And then, they'll start their video like blah 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 blah. This is what I think's gonna happen, guys. Pay close attention because I think that we are going to bounce, and then we may come up here and we're gonna test that 3750 line, and then if we break through that 3750 line, I think we're smooth sailing all the way on up to 40, and then hopefully we don't get smashed down too hard from there, and then we can break through there. But if it doesn't happen, I do think we may come up in between 35 and 3750. We might float around there for a little bit, maybe touch 3750. We could get pushed all the way back down in between 30 32. I'm not 100% positive, but I do think we could see that. Worst case scenario, let me draw this up right here. Looks like we may come down to test 3130. Possibly. That could happen. We could just start the day and break and go down to 3130. And it's very possible we could go below that. So just want to give you all angles of everything. I literally just told you everything and nothing at the same time. I told you 100% the truth of what's going to happen because stocks only go up and they only go down. So I just told you it's going to do that. It's either going to go up, it's either going to go down. And if it doesn't do what I said it was going to do first, I also told you it wasn't going to do that and was going to go down. And that's what they do to keep you guys coming back. They make shit look fancy. They throw these fucking charts and shit up there. They don't matter. They do not matter. None of them matter at all. I don't give a shit what any of them say, and you can fucking fight me. I don't care. Because they have been wrong. Wrong, wrong, over and over again. They have no idea that they are battling Skynet. Lou is right on that aspect. Lou's the only YouTuber that understands what this is. And that's because he's old. He's older like me. He saw the market crash in 2008. He saw the internet bubble. He knows a thing or two about it. Whether he was involved in the stock market or not is irrelevant. You don't have to be a genius to understand this shit. We saw computers before many of you were born. We tested them out. We piloted them. We've been looking at computer screens longer than you've been alive. So we know what we're looking for. We understand what big money does and how they use computer systems to fuck everyone over. But either way, my point is simply that these guys just be making shit up because it sounds good. And they're going to be right here and there. They have to be right here and there. This program is designed to create a real looking underlying environment. That's what it's here for. So it knows 32 is a strength level. So yeah, you might come down and bounce off 32. Yeah, motherfucker, I thought that weeks ago. Weeks ago. When it was still up. Up. I was like, yeah, they could easily push this down that far. Like, I think that's as far as they would go. I do think they may test it under 30 at some point, depending on, again, there's no way, there's so much bullshit going on, guys, so much horseshit going on, so much stuff behind the scenes. We can wake up tomorrow and someone stepped in and said, look, man, fuck this, you guys are done, you're fucking losing so much money, you're screwing shit up, we're about to collapse the economy. I need you to return, 33% of your portfolio this week. You can stretch it out, whatever. Next week, I need the other 33% put back, and then the following week, I need the other 33% put back. Like, you're done. I think that there's a good possibility that this is going to be regulated by the government, because if this shit just rips, it is going to collapse the economy. That's coming no matter what. But if this is just allowed to rip, and I mean fucking go, people are going to pull their shit. They're going to liquidate every position they have to get in on AMC, GME, and all the other shorted positions. It's going to just destroy pretty much every business in the world. So we'll see. But yeah, that's all these guys are doing is You know, the computer knows it's trying to simulate a real environment, so half of what they tell you is going to be right, which is why half of it usually is. You see a George W. Foreman, which that's what these guys thought this was. They thought this was going to come down, bottom here, come up, bottom here, and then break for the fucking upside. Wrong. Thought that this was going to be a cup and fucking handle. Got the cup, got the handle, then got another little nut hanging off the side of it, and then broke to the downside instead of the loop and go. So the computer's smart enough to know to give them enough to work with to keep you coming back and to keep you putting money into this, thinking it's going to do what they're expecting it to do, and then it doesn't. And then you literally just hit a fucking wall and it drops. It's one of its patterns, one of the ones I've recognized. So hopefully these guys figure out, wake up soon, understand that this is Skynet. It ain't going anywhere. But anyway, I just saw that APES was canceled. Listen, just listen to me and listen good. If an event of that magnitude was set up and was legitimate, it is not that simple to cancel. Do you understand me? Do you understand what I'm saying? If it was legitimate and not a fucking scam, you can't make it disappear like that. Didn't it say the tickets were already like pre-sold out? There was no refund button anywhere on that motherfucking webpage. Anywhere. You cannot just cancel an event like that. A fucking gigantic Vegas trip that apparently was already sold out. So where's the pushback and the fallout from the people that bought the sold out tickets? Where are they at? The ones that wanted to go. Where'd they go? Huh? Where are they? Because I'd be pissed if that was me. If I was in the 1% was expected to go to Vegas and this thing was put on and I was part of the people that apparently paid and the tickets were already sold out, at least the first batch, I'd be losing my mind right now. Another thing I want to know is how in the fuck are they sold out? It said they were sold out. How were they sold out and nobody in our community was posting content going, dude, I just got my tickets to Ape Fest, man, blah, 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 blah. And people would have been like, huh? You get your, well, what? Wait, what? I ain't see one motherfucking picture. No, nothing in the community of anyone like, yeah, I got my fucking ticket to Ape Fest, baby. Yeah. Nowhere. This shit had fucking scam written all over it. And like I said, they want to sweep it under the rug now. You just had fucking, and now the dude's like, I applaud Trey. And again, I love Trey. I don't ever mean to talk bad about Trey. I feel for the kid, but he is a kid. That's, like, he's a kid. He's still a kid. When I look at him, I see a fucking kid. And for him to come out and say what he did, and then talk down like the other streamers were too, getting all pissy. All these little kids, these little boys. Oh, well, we're just not going to fucking talk about it then. We don't have to talk about it. Just don't even bring it up. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it. You don't want to go, and I'm not going to talk. Fucking crying and whining like a bunch of babies. You need to talk about it. You need to address this community in a professional manner. You need to fucking apologize is what you need to do. You owe this community an apology. Several of you owe it. Several of you. The evidence is there. I've already provided it to you. I already know that Wall Street fuckhead was trying to organize this weeks ago. And he went room to room, live stream to live stream, trying to get in touch with Trey. Obviously, because Trey's the biggest YouTuber in this movement, the original in this movement. And that was his best shot at getting people to buy this shit to get him there. They all knew about it. They were all talking about it. Popped up out of nowhere. Sold out. But no one anywhere had posted screenshots of having a ticket to this thing. And what I tell you, if even 500,000 out of the 400 plus million retail investors in AMC wanted to go and bought tickets, that was $100 million for these fools. $100 million. If 250,000 wanted to go, that's 50 million. If 125,000 wanted to go, that's 25 million. You seeing where I'm going with this? You seeing where I'm going with this? They didn't really need that many people to go. Less than 100,000 people could have went. And if all 6 of them or whatever were in on this together, that would have been several $1 million a piece for them in their pockets. 7 million or several million a piece for them. At a minimum 2, if they actually really did put on a show. Maybe they were going to put on a show, or this was going to be a real thing. I'm not saying that that wasn't the case. They were going to put on an event. I'm not saying that APES wasn't real, but I am very much saying this was a very, very spur of the moment, but organized if you were paying attention between the guys in this community, whether they fucking admit it or not. I don't give a shit. I watched the organization and heard the conversations and saw Wall Street Viking. I saw all this shit. So you ain't gonna fucking tell me my eyes and ears didn't see and hear what I know they did. They owe you all an apology. All of them. All of them owe you guys an apology for talking down to you, yelling at you because you're upset about what they're doing with their money. Don't tell me how to spend my money. Your money that this community gave you. That's how you're going to talk to people. And apparently spends, what the fuck did he say? He spends like $100. What did he say? He spent I don't know. I was just shocked that Trey was talking to the community like that. I could not fucking believe it. But did he say he spent like $500 a week on food and a haircut or something? That's $2,000. $2,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year he's spending on food and a haircut now. Like, are you kidding? That's like half. Some people don't even make $20,000 a year in this economy. Some don't even make that. They don't even make $20,000 a year, and he's spending over half of that in food and a haircut. That's insane. How the fuck did he go from living in his car not that long ago to being able to afford to spend $12,000 a year on food and haircuts? Again, I'm not faulting anybody. I don't care if any of these guys made money or making money, took their money. Do what you do. It's your play. Do your thing. But you need to be honest about this shit. And you need to just be transparent. Be real with it. Like, that's the only issue I have. So, yeah, there goes. APES is canceled, apparently. Popped up out of the blue. It was just as easy to make disappear. That's insane to me, guys. That's just fucking crazy. Crazy. Again, just ask yourself that. And these guys, all of them were so quick to say, we have nothing to do with this. We have nothing to do with this. We have nothing to do with this. We're not a part of it. We're not a part of it. We're not a part of it. And there was no one that was a part of it. I'm honestly starting to wonder if Wall Street Viking is real. And I kind of want to look into it a little bit more. I'm sure he probably is. Maybe he is. But I don't fucking know. This could have been an entertainment marketing ploy from the beginning. Wall Street Viking might be Claybro for all I fucking know. Who knows? Running around fucking under guys, coming up with schemy little schemes to make more money off the community. I don't fucking know. But just ask yourselves that question. How in the fuck was this thing sold out? Because it said it was on the website. At least the first batch of pre-order tickets, whatever, were sold out. But not one person in this community on Reddit or anywhere or YouTube, anything was like, yay, I got my tickets to ApeFest. None. It just showed up out of the blue. I don't know, man. That's wild. That's wild. But like I said, they want to sweep it under the rug because if anyone starts digging into it even further, I'm telling you what I know just from what I've seen leading up to what happened, just from watching them, how much it seemed very scammy and schemy. And again, I don't think it was fake. I'm sure they intended to put a show on and hire the right people and whatnot But I'm sure they all intended to make themselves $2 or $3 million a piece, if not more. Like, that's at a minimum. A piece. I would not be shocked. So, you guys need to look out for, like they got, everything seems like a big show now with them. It's all an entertainment thing. It's, there's a fucking cartoonist now. There's a cartoonist in this circle. He doesn't talk about stock or DD or anything. He makes cartoons. I'm not knocking him, but what the fuck are you doing in this movement of people that are supposed to be figureheads representing, the vast majority of individual retailers' interests in the scenario of the corruption and the manipulation, things we want changed? It's just not there anymore. It's these guys they want more money, and I know this. Like, guys, I had a lot of money when I was young. A lot of money given to me, handed to me. It's like an amount of money you don't hand an 18-year-old. You just don't, because all they know how to do is spend money. And I've seen the people that it draws to you. The amount of friends you have is incredible. And when you take it away or it's gone, they all disappear. The person it can turn you into, it has the potential to turn you into, is crazy. It'll make you do things or think things or say things or buy things or act certain ways that you never would have before. Money changes people. If you never had it before, it almost always changes you for the worse at first. Till you understand what happened, why it happened. So there was that, and then the APES news came out. So I was like, that's it. Again, that's still crazy to me. I personally believe this community entirely owes you all a fucking apology. The figureheads owe you guys all an apology. I do not believe any of them at all, and that's my personal opinion. Don't believe a single one of them that they didn't know anything about it. They weren't a part of this. When, like I said, I watched Wall Street Viking, watched him bounce around to every one of these guys' streams, wanting to get a hold of Trey and wanting to talk to them and wanting to put something on. And boom, and that just blows my mind. And I know I saw the shit was pre-sold out for at least the first batch, but no one provided proof of any tickets or said anything about an Ape Fest thing going on. There was only an option to spend money on this website. There was no contact information for anybody, anywhere, anyone's involvement. And these motherfuckers want to talk about someone's GoFundMe being fraudulent. Which, again, I'm not saying it is or it isn't. But at least the dude put his face on it and came out and said, this is me, this is what I'm doing. Now, I'm not one that judges people based on your past. Your past is not who you are. The choices you've made from your past dictate who you are today. I have been through more shit than any of you could ever even imagine, starting as a teenager. I was on my own at 16. I went from having a nice house, wealthy, good childhood, straight A fucking student, great athlete, would have been able to probably go to any Ivy League school I wanted to, and then all of it just disappeared. And all of a sudden I'm on my own at 16, like emancipated by the courts. I'm an adult now and I don't fucking know what to do. Living on my own at 17, in my first apartment at 17. All my friends are still in high school. And I'm working every day and paying bills, trying to take care of myself. So I know how brutal the world can be, how cruel it can be. And like I said, I know what money can do to people. In my personal opinion, these guys owe you all an apology. All of you. Every single one of you an apology. There was absolutely nothing fucking cool about this. Nothing. It was extremely shady. And then they went into Dog Chad. They don't know him. I don't know him. And again, what you do, what you learn from your mistakes in your past and how you carry yourself moving forward, who you are standing here today day is what is the most important thing about somebody. Everything that people go through is what makes them who they are. People do not gain wisdom, experience, knowledge, and great advice because their life was peachy, because things were wonderful all their life. You don't get great advice, wonderful, incredible stories of perseverance from people who have had everything handed to them their whole lives and who have never seen an ounce of adversity ever. You get great books and great teachers. You would be shocked the amount of things you could learn from a homeless person. If you just went and bought some lunch for a homeless person and sat down and talked with them, had lunch with them and talked with them, the shit they could tell you would literally blow your mind. You would just be like, wow. Because you think the only people you can learn from are clean cut, wearing ties, working big fucking educational institutions or big offices with lots of windows and all that bullshit. And you're wrong. You will learn the most from the people that look the most beat up. That's who you will learn from. The quiet people are the ones who have the most to tell you. That's really all I've got to tell you guys. First thing you learn as a child is not to judge a book by its cover. Ever. Never, ever, ever. So that, for me personally, was insane. Crazy to see these people dogging a guy they don't know. They didn't verify anything. They saw the same fucking tweet that I did, which was nothing. There was no legitimate full name, no social, no mugshot, no nothing. And either way, it's irrelevant. The guy put his face on the computer, said what he said, and if he's lying, he goes to prison. He has a refund button on this thing. People committing fraud don't give you a refund button. You know what didn't have a refund button? The ticket sales on the APES website. It did not have a refund button. So again, guys, I think the tides are shifting in this community. I think the 1% in this community need a humbling reminder of why they are where they are. And we may be the ones that need to give it to them. Because if it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, if it looks like a duck, it's fucking bullshit.